What's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the auditorium where I check out or react to video game music for the first time. And today is the return of Octopath Traveler 2. We're going to be hearing two songs, three videos, one's variation, and that's going to be Oresrush, Dried Up Day and Night. And then after that is Soliloquy, all from the channel Octopus Ravioli. Very interesting. This is requested by A Leaf on the Wind, 42, and Kalinin. This is what I would assume to be is Yasunori Nishiki, who I have experienced in the FF7 remake and rebirth soundtracks, and of course Octopath. And I could be wrong, but I think, I'm actually pretty positive I own one of these games now. It was gifted to me. I'm not sure if it was one or two, but one of them is in my library now because the community wants me to play this, I guess. Similar to Xenoblade, which, by the way, speaking of Xenoblade, kind of relevant on the channel right now, but they also have a night and day cycle. I did not know that was a thing in Octopath, so that's kind of cool. I can't wait to see that. Anyways, it's been a while since Octopath. Really enjoy the music. Let's get into it. Oresrush. Guessing this is the town theme. Must be. Dried Up Day. You know what? Before I even click play, I'm looking at the screenshot and it's just screaming like Western. So hopefully it's going to have some sort of desert. I predict like some wind sounds or some twangy guitar. Either way, I'm excited. Let's go. Oresrush, Dried Up Day. Oh, oh, what's that called? Resonator? I'm not going to look at the dialogue or anything. This game is gorgeous, by the way. It looks like a. Remember those pop-up books in elementary school? It looks like a pop-up book to me. Damn. Bass. Yes. Give me that bugle. Okay, now we're getting serious about this game. This one was requested solely to influence me playing the game. Oh man, that sounds so good. Harmonica? Oh, dude. My heart. Just two electric guitars here. One on each side. They're not quite playing the same thing either. That, though, I think that's a resonator. Let me show you what that looks... Oh, I don't have my phone on me. Just look up resonator, guitar. I think it's what makes that, like, really twangy acoustic sound. Oh, dude, that's so good. Can't wait to hear the nighttime version. You guys do remember I played Wild Arms for a specific reason, right? I feel like I need a Colt revolver right now, dude. Like, I need to own one. Just to have a Colt revolver. Oh, I recognize the name Particio. I'm not reading. I've seen the names before. I forgot their names. I remember that one though. Dude, the harmonica. It's so rare in VGM. It's almost over. Oh, maybe Oresrush is like a play on words like Gold Rush? You know what? We're gonna go straight into the nighttime version. We're not gonna have any time to think here. I just want to hear this. Thoughts later. Let's go. Same song, night. Damn it. Where do I even begin with this, dude? I gotta show Mooney this. My long-time moderator. I wonder if she knows about this soundtrack. Oh. Oh, dude. They're really, like, going for the spaghetti western sound. They're doing all this. Dude, wow. Oh, the setting, too. Oh, I don't want to look at it too much. This is like almost too much. So good. Oh, man. Today's been a good day. This is probably going to be my favorite area in the game when it's played. Oh, that's cool. And again, two guitars, one on the left, one on the right. And they're just kind of like alternate. You can hear the chords here. Chords, arpeggios. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. There's still another song to go to. That is so good. That is an attention to detail that I think many miss, and I'll explain why, but this music box sort of like high sound, it's not a music box, but it's whatever it is. I don't know what it is, technically. But there's a reason why it's there. And I just heard a Wild Arms song like the other day too. Wild Arms 5. Great soundtrack if you've never heard of that, if you like this. Damn it. So good. Let me just pull up a pause screen here somewhere. Oh, dude. The whole saloon aesthetic and everything. Okay. Let's catch up the people that don't know, that don't watch all my videos. It's fine. So, hello new viewers. I get them quite often, but hello. If you're wondering why this is such a big deal, many know favorite composer, Ennio Morricone, Italian spaghetti western composer. Not just spaghetti westerns, did many, many things. Inspired a lot of Quentin Tarantino's music selection in his movies. Iconic film composer. Responsible for pretty much any sort of what Hollywood has spun into, like a cowboy western theme. That all came from one man, and that's him. You know, the whistles, the twangy guitars, the using pistols as percussion, any of that kind of stuff, whips, all that. That's all from the brilliant mind of him, which is why it's cool. It's very immersive. It's not just like. And his use of orchestra and violins and proper instruments, like he's a master of like getting your tear ducts to get going. Some of my favorite music from him, obviously, is from the Sergio Leone movies, the Dollar series, which we'll talk about in a second. But also there was Once Upon a Time in the West, which is not Clint Eastwood, it's Charles Bronson, I think, and that has music that's pretty similar to this. Like the main theme is pretty similar to this. Anyways, I grew up with all that stuff. It's very near and dear to me. It's some of my favorite music. It's rare, and it's the number one reason why I even picked to play Wild Arms, because the composer solely based their soundtrack off of that. So I know the music in Octopath is very varied, depending on. Well, I'm not sure, right? Because I don't want to know too much, but I know there's 8 different characters, each on their own Octopath. So I don't know how time travel works, if there is time travel or if they're all from different time periods, whatever. I'll find out. But now that I'm hearing this and seeing this, there's got to be some time travel because this is like, way back in the day. And yeah, dude, it's totally faithful. And it's really nice to hear a composer that puts that much love into it, because I was already a fan of Yasunori Nishiki like before this. He can do battle themes quite well and everything else too. But damn, dude. Yeah, so that had it all, right? It had the whistle, of course, the infamous Alessandroni whistle, the out of phase guitars, which sounds like kind of like it's supposed to be one guitar, but it's really two playing somewhat apart, so it sounds a little loose. Has kind of like a raggedy feeling to it. A lot of the music in these movies and this sound and this sort of spaghetti western sound is supposed to sound kind of raw, dirty, and just like something you hear with like heat and people smoking cigar or whatever they were smoking, and just it's a really poor time and a lot of crime and all that. So the reason why the second one was really cool is because they were both great. I'm not going to say which one's better. They're same song basically. First of all, regarding the day and night cycle, I don't know if I've experienced that before in Octopath or if I never paid attention. It's also been a while since I've heard Octopath, so I don't know if I've known that before, if they do the day and night thing. But either way, I now know for sure, and that's really cool because I really enjoy that in any game. But currently I'm playing Xenoblade, which does the exact same thing. I just really like that because you can get more of the same song, again. Now, the reason this one's really cool, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's very clearly inspired from, what's the second one? For a Few Dollars More. So the Dollars trilogy is obviously 3 movies. They're not connected. There's three different stories. Same characters, 3 different stories. Second one, though, is... I have trouble calling it my favorite, but it kind of is. The Good and the Bad and the Ugly is obviously, like, amazing. But there's times where I think For a Few Dollars More, it's just a little better sometimes. Anyways, the big plot in that, without saying too much, is there's a pocket watch. And that pocket watch makes a song, and that song is very important to the story. It's the most important part of the story, and it's used in part of the music, so there's a lot of chimey bell, really imagine like a small device that's producing music. It has that sound. The most famous song, the main theme from that being Carillon, Carrillon, I think. I don't know what that means. It might be a name. It's Italian. If you hear that, you'll immediately understand where this came from. So I thought that was cool. It wasn't just, let's put whistles in there and make it sound Western. This was like, if you know type of thing, and I know. So people that know those movies, they know where that came from. That was tight. That was great. I don't know what else to say. That was cool. Yeah. I'm going to have to go back to the character theme video I did a while ago, because that was a while ago. And I do recall I don't know if it's Particio or Partido, whatever his name is. I do recall him wearing like a kind of like a cowboy aesthetic. So now I'm going to have to rehear that and see if that theme was there again, because I don't remember. You have to remember how many songs I've heard since then and how many games I've played since then. Anyways, we have another song, which, by the way, looks kind of like a similar setting. And also, this title of this song, Soliloquy, is probably the best description of this channel. Internal monologue, thoughts, talking to yourself, that kind of thing. That's all I do. So this song may be my new theme song. This is Soliloquy from Octopath Traveler 2. I do not know if these songs are connected at all. Whew. Let's go. See the character again. I'm trying my best to not look at this. It actually kind of still feels like a Western thing. during the like sentimental talking moments. Nylon guitar. Nylon guitar with a delay signal. So it like echoes. Ding. Traditional Spanish harmonies. I feel like if I play this game, I'm not going to want to talk a lot. I'm just going to want to be like taking it all in. There's 3 guitars here. This one's the rhythm. Yeah, you hear the echo? Ding, 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 ding. It sounds like the delay is set to the tempo of the song. Yeah. The echoes occur at the same time as the tempo. Ta, 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 ta. I wonder if this is like another nighttime theme. It sounds very night. It's emotional. Jeez. No percussion. Kind of makes you... That was not me. That was the video that scared me. I don't think that was me. Wait, was that me? No, that was the chat. Oh, that scared me. Ooh, that note right there. It's so distant. It stands out so hard against the whole song. And you can feel that too. That's the power of music theory right there. Is once you hear a dissonant note, you know what it is. You know, that is clearly... I don't want to say not meant to be there. There's no rules in music, but you can just tell when all of a sudden it's like doon 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 doon. You know, there's like it almost feels like it's pulling away from it. Yeah, so the soundtrack is amazing. Obviously, I don't think anyone doubted that for a second. If you're watching this, you already knew that. Although there's a lot of people like me out there that watch this channel that are experiencing things with me, which I think, by the way, is very... it's really nice, and I really appreciate when people tell me, hey dude, I started playing this game because of this video or something, and I'm like, that's awesome, you know, that's great. I hear that often, actually. I got into 14 because of you, I got into whatever, and I'm like, that's great, that's quite awesome, you know, that I can... It wasn't really even an intention, but, you know, sure. I don't get any, like, sort of deal from these companies or anything. I should. Not really, I'm kidding. I don't care. But I guess this is what it means to be a influencer. Don't ever call me that, please. I hate that word. Well, speaking of influence, I mean, these things influence me to play them. So, I mean, considering the fact that I have the game... I don't know which game I have. I don't know if I have both or... But it was gifted to me, similar to how Xenoblade was gifted to me. And we all saw what happened there. There's a very good chance I'm going to play these. Like, yeah, it's, you know, it just seems like a good time. I can just tell from the art style and the music that it's probably just one of those really unique experiences. I'm sure the story's fantastic. Hopefully. Maybe the gameplay, who knows? But it just seems like there's this passion behind it that is probably undeniable. If you look at this game for 2 seconds, you're just like, whoa, dude. But anyways, as I was saying, I think many people would hear this for the first time, like myself. So let me know if this is your first time hearing or experiencing Octopath. Oh man, you know what? That's the song title for that, even though I just kind of like made fun of it because it's like what I do here. That's a pretty good title for what I just heard. Because if I were to put music to just talking to yourself and being in your own thoughts, that's kind of what it would sound like, you know? This is kind of the stuff you hear also in movies. Someone's talking to themselves. You might hear this sort of like, you know, nice music. I don't know. They just kind of got it. They nailed it. Obviously, it's in a it might be connected. Now that I see this, it might be connected to the previous song. I don't want to guess too much, you know. But it definitely feels like at least dialogue, for sure. Like, it doesn't sound like a battle or anything. It just sounds like dialogue is happening. Maybe even this exact scene. That could very, very well be the case. You know, it is a YouTube video after all. I always take videos with a grain of salt. I don't ever think it's connected, and I just assume, you know, sometimes it's just footage together. But there's also a good chance that it's for that. And from what I saw, vaguely, it's just two people talking. But it sounds like that, though. It doesn't sound like a town theme. It doesn't sound like anything. And I didn't hear, I don't know, it doesn't say day or night, you know? So it's probably just that. I don't know what else to say. It's, you know, in line, if this is with the whole, like, Western theme, then they got it right again here, too. The first one I know for sure is definitely, like, Western theme. This one, it's a little more vague, but it could also fit in that world because, if you watch those movies, there's sad moments, and in those moments, the music is very much like this. You know, it's very much like this. And it kind of lets me know that this composer probably studied really hard on the whole soundtrack. So, no doubt in my mind, he studied Ennio for this section of the game, and then for the other sections of the game, he was probably inspired by X, Y, Z, and then like fully immersed himself into those at that time. So this soundtrack probably took a really long time to make. You know, you can't just listen to Ennio Morricone and then come up with a whole soundtrack. Well, you can, duh. But you know what I mean? Like, he did it for this section, it seems like. And that's what's cool, and that's what's making me more and more curious. So as I said, there's a lot of passion behind it. I can feel it, and I can see it, and I can hear it. So it's pretty impressive, and I don't know. I get 2 games to look forward to whenever that day comes. Hopefully, if all goes well, I could play it this year in 2024. But we'll see. I'm quite busy, but man, when I hear stuff like this, it's really exciting. You know, it's just good. It's really good. It's really, really good. Also, it's fun to say soliloquy, not because it's like a fun word to say, but you don't really hear it too often, and it's something that everyone deals with every single day. I bet you talk to yourself maybe 50 times a day and you don't even realize it. So it's something that we can all relate to, and it's just something that no one really ever puts a label on. And it's something I take very seriously because I'm doing it right now. Although it's not in a play or anything, but essentially this video is just this coming out here and to your ears for the first time. Okay, anyways, thank you, Leaf on the Win, Kalanin, 2 Platinum members. They really wanted me to hear this. Wow, yeah, Octopath. Good times. Okay, so by the way, if I do ever play that, it'll be up here. All my playthroughs are here, so when you're seeing this, maybe I've already started. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, I think I'm out of things to say. That was great. Fantastic. Awesome. I loved it. Every single moment. Listen to the soundtrack for a few dollars more. And just watch those movies, man. They're great. Thank you to everyone that you see here. These are my Patreons. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. Let me know what you thought of this song, if you've experienced it or not. My name is Jesse in the auditorium later.